Hello, Rambler Nation, and welcome back to the last episode of Biller's Desk. I'm joined here by Mr. Biller, and my name is Cade Weaver. Mr. Biller, how are we doing today?
Good, Kate. How are you?
I'm pretty good.
Good.
With the weather being cold outside, I'm doing pretty good.
All right, yeah.
So, as we begin, my first question for you will be, as we are nearing the end of the first semester, how do you think it has gone so far?
Well, I think it's gone really well. This school year has been awesome. I want to commend again kids for showing up. There's so many kids that are here every day and working through illnesses and really find that school is important. So I appreciate the attendance being increased. We've seen it increase a whole for our student body. So I think everything has gone pretty well. I mean, we all have our ups and downs for sure. But we have lots of people here to work through them, and I'm really happy with the work ethic from kids so far.
All right. Second question I got for you. Can you explain the exemption policy for exams?
Yeah, this has been something I brought maybe 5-6 years ago to McBain as kind of a motivator for students to try to have, one or two. Seven exams are a lot for kids to take. So we allow 2 maximum, and you can only exam exempt from a McBain's taught class. So what that means is if students take dual classes for college enrollment, that does not count or qualify. You have to take all your CTC classes and the exams there. It'd be our teachers teaching a class. The typical rule is that the students would have a B- grade level in the semester, so that's your first and quarter grade combined, so you'd have to have at least a B- average in that course, and also have some good attendance. And when I say good attendance, it's 3 or less excused absences. So again, excused term is being used a lot. If your parents call in and excuse you for the day, that is what I'm talking about. However, if you have more than 3 of those, then it would not be, for that class, an opportunity for you to exam exempt. So you may still have, if people have doctor's appointments, maybe 5th or 6th or 7th hours, but they still meet the requirement for 1st, 2nd, 3rd, or 4th, there's other classes that they might be able to still exam exempts. Now, I know for some of our classes, we've talked about NWEA for English and math classes. If you've shown progress and shown that, that's another way, but your teachers will talk to you about those things. So.
Well, I'm very blessed to have exam exemptions. Those have saved me a couple times
Good.
from some of my
Good.
classes myself.
Good.
But as the third question comes up,
Yep.
as in the last episode, you said you were leaving.
Yeah.
Would you mind describing your new job?
Yeah, so anyway, I want to encourage, so it's a superintendent position. So like Mr. Acom is a superintendent here in McBain. I have interviewed and accepted the honor of a superintendent at Tri-County Area Schools. It's just south of here along 131, just north of Cedar Springs. And I graduated from Morley-Stanwood High School, so that's the school district just north of Tri-County. So looking to move back that way and be that area, but the Tri-County people have been great, and so we'll be transitioning here my last day on December 15th for McBain, and I'll be starting up with that job after the new year. So I'm excited about that. I want to encourage everyone, professionally and as a person, you always want to challenge yourself. And what I tell people is you want to stay sharp. If you don't stay sharp, then your mind feels dull, and you don't feel as effective in life, personal life, professional life, and things. And it was time for me to get a new challenge and be able to do that. So I'm sorry to see everybody, not see everybody here continue, but I'll make sure to pay close attention to things from afar.
Well, that's awesome. What's the second plan? What's the plan for second semester?
Well, second semester, I think the plan is to have, if you're talking about my position, are you talking about my position, Cade, or are you talking about just as a whole with the school?
What's the whole with the school? I mean, you're leaving, and that's a huge change as far as, principals leaving.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, I think what's going to happen is Mrs. Rodenbaugh is going to kind of step in to be kind of an interim principal. Everybody kind of knows who she is. So as an intern, what that means is kind of like a pinch hitter in baseball.
Okay.
She's going to kind of ride the rest of this semester out with everyone, and then we'll see where things are. So that's a Mr. Acom question for future reference, and I'm not sure, that's not my decision at that point. But second semester, I know for kids and things to expect the similar expectations with PBIS, our expectations. It's our behavior expectations, and continuing to have us recognize kids when they're doing well, and not just hammering down when students do poorly or make a bad decision. We are going to have on December 15th, 6th and 7th hour, we are going to have a celebration where we have an assembly slash kind of some fun games and different things that we are going to celebrate, where all the tickets in the fishbowl from Mrs. Schmidt's office, there'll be more prizes to be earned for students. And so we're looking for December 15th, that Friday, before our exam week. To kind of have just a moment to celebrate, and those students who have been recognized before will have the opportunity to earn some more prizes.
Well, that's awesome. Do you have any favorite memories when you were here at McBain?
Well, it's interesting. My very first year, I think it was Reese Ensing, it would be Rowan's older sister, pied me in the face, and that was within the first I think quarter of me being here. And so that was a good memory there. I have lots of good memories with basketball games, kids doing well. We've done very well with our teams and Mr. Copeman, in our basketball teams, girls and boys. It's just been nice to see that competitiveness with people. Also, it's nice during my time here that we were able to start Rambler Review, and it was over the time of COVID. And those are really, really important things that I think are going to kind of stabilize and continue to grow. I thank Mr. Vanna for that, and all the people that have come before to make Rambler Review kind of a cool class to be in, and kind of an interesting way to earn some credits. So I appreciate that, and that's kind of a fun kind of memory for me as well. Other than that, it's always nice to be at graduations. I'll miss that kind of thing, shaking the hands of kids when they finish.
Memories are very important to one's life, and I'm glad you had some great memories here.
Sure.
My other question for you is, with Christmas coming up, do you often see students more cheerful than normal?
Yeah, it all depends on everyone's situation, Sometimes Christmas or the holidays are difficult on kids because they don't have maybe as stable of a home as others. It just all depends on that. So we do see and feel a cheerier atmosphere, I should say, right?
Yeah.
And you can see, if you need to find some Christmas cheer, just walk down to the middle school and have a conversation with Mr. Fenstrom. He is legit the living elf of our school, and he enjoys Christmas, or if you ever go by his property and his lights, he just has a very joyous spirit about him. And I know they put up the tree in the lobby area now, and everybody's kind of followed suit with that. So it does give kind of a nice feeling and vibe to the school, but we want everybody to feel that warmness and that spirit of the holiday season. So but we do recognize that some kids are still struggling with some things, so we always want to make sure to support them, know about that.
Right. So comment on the last couple questions here. The third one I have is, does the school take bribes for snow days at all?
Well, let's see. Technically, Kate, I can't say that on camera, so we can talk afterwards about a possible trade or something.
Okay.
But well, we cannot accept bribes. No,
Okay,
that's the official
okay.
answer.
All right, all right. I understand. So with bribes not on the table, so how does everything go into calling a snow day for the school?
Yeah, so that's really a call for Mr. Acom.
Okay.
He's the decision maker on that, but we do have Mr. Dunham, our transportation director, that actually goes and runs the roads really early in the morning, and there's a lot of thought that goes into that. And we're a pretty rural district with a lot of hills and two tracks and roads that our buses really travel down. And then when it's unsafe to travel and pass, we have to make that decision pretty early on, right? So sometimes on snow days, it can kind of clear up after a couple hours and be a really nice day and the roads are fine. But during the time for traveling, that's what we got to keep in mind, is about student safety on the buses. And we never want our buses to be in a position where our drivers are are in a dangerous situation. So it really comes down to roads and travel conditions, not necessarily the amount of snow or anything like that. However, I will say wind chill is a big factor, and when things are super chilly because of the wind, and that's not going to change. I know that we've had some days call off there too. So we've been fortunate so far to have good, decent weather.
Yeah, I can very well agree to that. Is there anything else you would like to talk about?
No, not really. I mean, I'm thankful for my time here and everybody that's been so supportive. I think we've done some good work, and again, I just want to reiterate, I'll keep track of everybody from afar for sure, and keep tabs on things. And it's really nice to be able to subscribe to the Rambler Review, to share in some of the things and see everybody as we finish out the rest of the school year. So looking forward to my challenge, everyone, but I want the best for everybody here as well. And we'll look forward to hopefully everybody crossing paths with me someday. You never know. 10 years from now, I could be an old guy walking down the road or in the ditch, and one of you guys help me out, or you drive right by and say, "Hey, Mr. Biller, I know you, but I don't think that would happen."
Yeah.
So anyway, looking forward to paths crossing.
Well, you never know. Life is unexpected sometimes.
Absolutely.
So. Well, with this being the last Biller's Desk episode, is there any words of wisdom you'd like to share?
Yeah, I guess just one about the importance of education and advancing yourself. You can always do something to make yourself better, something to make yourself more marketable for future in the future. Try to demonstrate that myself, and that's also what I'm doing. What's best for me and my family right now. So I want to encourage everybody to keep an open mind. Keep an open mind to education as you guys are sitting in classes some days and don't maybe find value in that moment about what's happening. It's about a bigger picture about showing up, doing what's asked, and having a habit forming of having a habit of doing what's right and doing the right thing, and those good things and good choices then will create those habits for success in the future. So just want to encourage everyone to do those things, and best wishes to everybody, and especially with the Christmas holiday season. Merry Christmas, and take care.
Thank you very much, Mr. Biller. Best wishes to you as well. Thank you, Rambler Nation, for joining in on this last episode of Biller's Desk. We will catch you next time.